Hello, my friends, and welcome to Match 2 of our doubleheader here today for the console Overwatch multi-tier tournament. My name is Bullskunk alongside Chef Billy, bringing you this Tier 2 matchup between Valor Glory and No Sympathy Academy. Billy, how do these teams look so far here in this tournament?
Oh man, so far we're already 1 week in, so we're on week 2 right now. Valor Glory is coming in 1-0, having won 4-0 against Frontier Nebula last week, so a pretty dominant performance from them. On the other side, No Sympathy Academy coming in 0-1, and they went down 1-3 to No One, who was the winners of the Dane DeVito Community Open Tier 1 tournament back in last summer, fall. So pretty quality team, and they took a map off of them. So gotta be happy with that. But I think they want to make sure that they want to come out and do a much better job today.
Yeah, don't let that 0-1 fool you. They went up against an extremely tough team there in week 1. Looking to bounce back here, see if they can get rid of that goose egg in the win column. So our maps here for today. We will be starting off on Busan for our control map, headed to King's Row there for a hybrid. Followed by everybody's favorite map on the moon, Horizon Lunar Colony, and then Havana to round things off here in this 4-map set. And if necessary, we will head to Oasis for our tiebreaker. And of course, we do have the hero bands here in the CGL multi-tier tournament. Billy, who are we not going to see today?
One of my favorite off-tanks, we're not going to see Diva, unfortunately. We've got 4 hit scans out. McCree, Soldier, 76 Sombra, and Widow. So comps are going to be a little bit wonky. We've seen a lot of Farah show up here. A lot of Farah here. And then the healer from the Caribbean, Baptiste, no immortality fields. So bombs and barrages are hitting with extremely general hits right now. I mean, there's nothing really to contest them. Sound barriers have been thrown out there. So, I mean, the healing core is going to have to be really on their toes here with no Baptiste in there.
Yep. You better hope it's sunny outside because there's no lamps here on the battlefield this week. Well, with the bad dad jokes aside, let's get into map 1.
Yes. Now, let's see. I'm very interested to see where we go in the beginning of these matches because you never know which map you're going to get set first here in Busan. So we are going to Mecha Base. So, comps, I want to see what they come up with. We've seen anything from Double Shield with Arissa Sigma on the tank line. We've seen Mei Reaper. We've seen Hanzo Reaper. We've seen a Hanzo Junkrat. Mei has really been prominent on a lot of these maps from across all the tiers, though. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to see what kind of aggression they come out with because this is control. So, I mean, you got to get in there. You got to start swinging for the fences right out the gates. So I'm very excited to see what both teams are going to bring to the table today. Based upon the records right now, I mean, 4-0 against a team that I don't know anything about, Frontier Nebula. I do know I saw a scrim with Valor Glory in the preseason, and they looked absolutely nasty.
Well, they're coming out with the Mei Reaper Ryan Zarya comp here to start things off in Mecha Base. We're getting the Ryan Sigma with a Tracer accompanying that Reaper on the other side for No Sympathy. Going shield to shield, wasting no time, clashing here in the front of the point, and No Sympathy putting a little bit of pressure on. Oh, but it looked to be a little bit of a bait as he gets drawn in. Wall goes up, and now pressure onto the main tank here of No Sympathy. Valor with a 2-man advantage. Assassin coming up with a big pick on the Reinhardt there. As Chloe on the Rhine, finding himself a pair as well. Assassin was on the Reaper, misspoke there for a second. Either way, it is going to be Valor getting first control percentage started for us here on Mecha Base.
Absolutely, and the Assassin on the Reaper right now is absolutely shredding phase 2. Clothar actually got a big anti-nade dropped onto his head, and he dropped down to about 100 health. He was looking in very dire straits, but actually got a really big fire strike off to kill his aggressor, and now already 50% of capture progress on this point.
Once again, the Mei play from Hollow Earth, dividing off the Reinhardt, perfectly placed wall, and no more main tank standing for No Sympathy here as they try to get out the door. And I think they're just going to have to sit back and wait that 10 seconds out.
Yeah, and Clothar already has his first shatter online. He has been hyper aggressive. So right now, the tank line from Valor Glory is showing what they are made of. Tearjerker, on the other hand, is almost already to his first shatter as well. So, I mean, this is going to be probably trading shatters here.
Yeah, both tank lines very close right now. Man, another fantastic wall from Hollow Earth, dividing off that Reinhardt. Just perfectly placed here so far on Mecha Base. But it is going to be Tropics finding first blood here in this engagement. Gravitic Flux, coming out on the side, and No Sympathy finds 4 with that. 2 kills quickly coming through on the back of it. And No Sympathy get this thing flipped right back over after a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah, that was actually a really good sequence of events. Only invest, well, no, they did invest the Shatter as well. So, you know, Gravitic Flux, both tank ultimates coming out from No Sympathy. Really good retake there. Only 63% of progress for Valor Glory. So now getting up in their face, giving them back a little bit of dose of their own medicine. They did drop the May, though.
We are going to have the Blizzard online here for Valor as they're trying to push up these stairs. They're going to use Graviton Surge to try to get out of the doorway, but they got to get through the Pulse Bomb, and Reaper doesn't make it. Sound Barrier coming out on the side of No Sympathy here. Coalescence for Valor as they're trying to push up these stairs, but man, they're struggling. Got the Reinhardt frozen. Reinhardt down. Oh, but Tropics and company answering right back. Death Blossom thrown into the mix. He does eventually drop, but I think the battle has been won.
Yeah, I think you can go back and kite your main tank back into the fight. He's already 55% to another Earth Shatter, and then look at Surfy Juggler on the Sigma. 68% and counting on another Gravitic Flux. Darkness, swapping off the May, as I said in the last engagement, already got 1 Pulse Bomb, halfway to another one.
Here comes the Blizzard from Valor as they just sped through the pit and got right on the point. Death Blossom coming out from Assassin this time finds 2. And man, what a quick turnaround. Very decisive engagement here coming out of Valor. And they just get this thing flipped right back over. But look how close we are in percentage. And No Sympathy here, still doing a good job of stalling things out.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a good amount of extra progress there. So 74% on their first take of the point, flipping it over. Ultimates right now, though. Ultimates in the favor of Valor Glory. They've got 3, almost 4 online right now.
We will have some Sympathy coming back with an Earth Shatter of their own. All right, but looks like they tried to test the waters on that left-hand side. Didn't like how it felt. Circled back around right. I think it was a good rotation. Valor looking to match as they're going to go ahead and back up onto the point. Here comes the Earth Shatter. Finds nothing but the shield of Clothar. And now Coalescence coming out in response as well as a Sound Barrier. Both support ults used. Earth Shatter thrown into the mix from Valor as well. And with all this investment, they better hope they win this fight. Gravitic Flux coming out from the other side. Valor trying to counterpunch back. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Though the overtime wick is a burning. And now a late Death Blossom coming through to clean up the last 3 members of Valor.
Yep, that's a big flip, but I mean, this is last fight territory now, and you don't have anything in the tank.
Yeah, I think Tropics could clean that up without hitting Y.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to make sure that he had it. So, I mean, but Darkness once again has swapped off of the Tracer, now is onto the Junkrat. So, I mean, this hero, this player has definitely got a big pull ready to go big. Here comes the Blizzard coming out from Hollow Earth.
The members of No Sympathy able to back out of it and get the response kill onto that May. Scrimbox goes down as well. Clothar follows behind. And without their main tank, without their heals, this is going to be a 1-0 lead here on Mecha Base.
Man, what a turn of events here on the first point. Man, 99 to 100. If this is a harbinger of what we are about to see, ladies and gentlemen, you better get a seatbelt. You better get a pillow because your head's going to be dashing back and forth to keep up with all the action going on here. Man,
that one
Darkness Blue, one of their DPS players, went through 3 heroes.
And, you know, a lot of times that seems to be a sign of searching, you know, not quite knowing what to bring. But he seemed to have purpose in each one, and it worked out for him in the end. Though, I mean, Hollow Earth and Assassin on the side of Valor, that DPS duo looking really strong, and we'll be keeping an eye on them, see if they can bounce back here on Sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean, the ult economies, though, other than the weird Y press to re-secure the point from Tropics, man, the ult management from both teams is absolutely superb right now.
Is this Tier 2 we're watching? My goodness.
It is.
Doesn't feel like it, sir. Doesn't feel like it. All right. It is going to be No Sympathy speeding onto this objective, getting their feet planted, see if they can secure it. Bubble coming onto the Reinhardt of Clothar as they look to push in and engage. Tearjerker putting a lot of hurt down on Clothar. He's down to as low as 50 health. Scrimbox with some excellent shooting. They're able to keep that Reinhardt standing. And Valor still managed to have 6 people here in the fight. But they are slowly backtreading and losing ground. Oh, but it worked. Kiting the Reinhardt in. They find 2 kills to open this thing up. And despite No Sympathy getting first progress started, I think Valor has a good opportunity to flip it right back.
Absolutely, and Assassin is absolutely clicking heads on the Hanzo right now. Man, he's doing a lot of work on the Japanese hero, one of the Shimada brothers.
And yes, indeedy, with only 15% on the board for the opposition, Valor getting this thing going in their favor. Looks like Assassin is 87% towards those dragons. Clothar with an Earthshatter coming online as well, but here for No Sympathy, they're making some swaps, and nothing to speak of just yet in the ult department.
No, I mean, there wasn't really much time to get anything in the ult department. The kite back was huge, and then they just baited him in, and I think that's where the difference in the ultimates right now is.
LeBron's going over to that Ana, I think trying to get the utility of those anti-nades in the mix. There's No Sympathy pathing around through left drum. Going down the stairs, trying to look for an opening here. Coalescence is going to be their go trigger as they try to push in, shield to shield. Tropics trying to loop around from the outside, put some damage onto that Zarya, but she gets a nano boost, and she is out. Oh, and now taking that dangerous duo. Tropics thinking better of that maneuver. Is going to Wraith form out. Dragons coming in from Valor, trying to clean things up. But in the midst of all this, No Sympathy has gotten control of the point. Earthshatter coming out. Lands against the two tanks on the opposition. And No Sympathy coming storming back in here on this point. Oh, but a late Gravitic Flux again coming in to try to clean up.
He does get an execute kill on it, so I mean, it wasn't entirely wasted. And that's going to be a huge stagger kill coming in for this Hanzo player, that's the Assassin. However, you've got a 2-pack of really big ults coming from Valor right now. Bob is almost online for Darkness, and you've almost got a nano boost ready. Also, an all-important Death Blossom. Tropics is very close to his Y-mash.
We've seen how deadly these Earthshatter barrages can be, which is the combo we're looking at here on the side of Valor. They are going to go in through Drum, try to close this distance. Reinhardt from No Sympathy moving up to meet him, see if they can keep him in this choke.
Watch this rotation coming from the Pharmacy duo from Valor Glory. They are on the backside of it.
Oh, but eating shots coming from Darkness there. Hollow Earth was as low as 32 health, had to back up, and here comes the barrage. What a positioning it is! 3 kills? No, just one coming through. I don't know how the other two managed to escape with their lives. No Sympathy. Man, their healers coming through for them, but nevertheless, they are at a... Well, I was about to say disadvantage, but Assassin striking right back. Darkness and Tropics, though, tilting the balance here for No Sympathy, and they are going to maintain control. 90% on the board. One last chance here for Valor to push in and save this map.
Let me tell you, that Bob, that Darkness just threw in there, absolutely saved that point for them.
Well, now Clothar coming back with a big charge, bubbled, Earthshatter in his pocket. Here comes the Shatter. Nice Wraith able to escape it as Tropics, but the Moira not so lucky. Tropics going to go ahead and invest that Death Blossom, try to get a little revenge for his healer there, and revenge he does find. Coming up with 3 big picks, looking for more, finds the headshot onto the Reinhardt, and it will be No Sympathy taking a 1-0 lead here in this match.
Man, that was pure aggression and pure shielding. I think the shielding difference between what Valor Glory came out with versus what No Sympathy Academy had, man, big time plays from them.
Oh, yeah.
So as we, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh my God.
What goes up must come down. Whew.
Yep. So as we head over to, oh my gosh, the next map is
We're going to Kings Row.
We're going to bloody England. So with No Sympathy up 1-0, we will be back with you in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, my friends, to the Console Overwatch multi-tier tournament. We're here with a Tier 2 matchup between Valor Glory and No Sympathy Academy. No Sympathy edging things out in Map 1, taking the lead in our control map. Heading into Kings Row, what can Valor do to bounce back here, Billy?
Shielding. They ran into a Reinhardt Sigma combination that they just weren't able to really penetrate. The healing coming out from No Sympathy also is a big reason why they ended up taking Sanctuary. But it was back and forth. I mean, it's a team fight here or there. The mid fight ultimate usage is what I think is really keeping No Sympathy just that little bit ahead of Valor Glory right now. So going into Kings Row, the most iconic map here in CGL land, in Overwatch land. I'm very excited to see. We've seen a lot of things come out, but a lot of May Reaper, May Junkrat, May Hanzo. May has been one of the standards coming out from most teams here that we've seen across the tiers on Kings Row. So the ability to dissect and cut off healing and cut off the main tank is being rewarded. And they did that a couple of times on Mecha Base, but they ended up swapping off the Ice Queen on the side from No Sympathy, and they went to another DPS hero that basically had more mobility, and it served them very well.
Well, and I think they really adapted to the Mei coming out from Valor as well on the side of No Sympathy. Hollow Earth was doing a great job with the Divide and Conquer early on there in Mecha Base. Some wonderful adaptation. No Sympathy able to bring it back. But so far, I mean, been a complete just back and forth. It's been a nose-to-nose race here so far as we head into jolly old England. Valor going on the defense, bringing us that Ryan Sigma here. Reaper Junkrat in the damage department. On the side of the offense, looks like we're going to get the Shimada brothers. We'll see if they stick with this. Oh, look at this tank line, too. What do you make of this, Billy?
I was about to say that. I think they're going for mobility and harassment.
Well, there goes the Wrecking Ball in. He was bubbled, but he's going to eat a nasty rock. Whittled down to about half health before backing out. But he's wasting no time going right back into it. Trying to build up those mines, harass this defense. And this is a very interesting attack. Trying to open things up for their offense. A massive amount of pressure coming through. So far, Valor keeping them in check.
And oh man, big pile driver in the back line of Valor Glory there. Absolutely disrupted everything going on back there.
Hollow Earth drawing first blood, though. Takes out Clothar, but they bounce back and answer with a kill onto the Lucio. Now Coalescence coming out from both sides, making a big X over the point. We'll see who can merge victorious. It is going to be the defense. Killing off the Hammond, and that's going to leave room for Assassin to move in and do some work with those shotguns.
Yeah, I don't know if this this tank lineup is what is required here. But I mean, he's already got mines online. Not much to counter the mines, especially if you get booped into it. No support ultimates online. That's the other main thing, is that they have nothing to really keep the team topped off once he swings in and lets it go.
I think Sama on this Moira is an interesting pick. I think an Ana would be beneficial here. Oh, but here come the mines. They're going to drop them right on the back of a hotel. Immediately takes out a tire, and then follows up with a good kill onto Clothar. Shutting down an ultimate and finding an important pick early on. And now No Sympathy just swinging for the fences, cleaning house, and they did make that swap to Reinhardt, and it served them well.
Absolutely, and big late kill onto the Assassin on the Reaper. Man, that was a great exit kill. They're going to get some forward progress with this payload, because right now they are down 3 from the squad from Valor Glory. They got punched in the face there. We kind of scratched our heads about the Wrecking Ball pick from Surfing Juggler, but man, he got those mines fast, and he dropped them in such a place that they couldn't get out. They couldn't get away.
Now Hollow Earth going over to the Mei, try to slow down Hammond a little bit here. Wall coming up to protect the front line as Hammond is dropping into the back. Reinhardt's going shield to shield, but here comes the sound barrier on the side of No Sympathy. Assassin, nevertheless, chews through all of that health, and now has a Death Blossom online ready to go. As the defense are going to manage to push up and gain some space here, reclaim streets in the name of Valor Glory.
Absolutely, and Juggler getting out with his life, maybe?
No! Not
Huge
quite so lucky.
wall.
Yeah, Hollow Earth denying the retreat. And Valor, they hold on to these ultimates. They got 3 online and in a good position to make a stand here at Bookstore.
Yep, and you've almost got almost a 5-pack online for the side from No Sympathy. So, as we know, they know how to stack their ultimates. We need to see what's going to happen here.
Coalescence to open things up. Dragons get thrown in the mix. Earth Shatter thrown in as well, all from the side of No Sympathy as they look to push around this corner. Sound Barrier is there on the defense, but not enough to keep Valor alive. And a second set of mines are dropping in just to cause more havoc here for Valor. And No Sympathy storming right back through point B. Do we have time for a contest here at the end, though?
I don't think so. Especially with the aggression that they're showing right now, they're just pushing up spawn right now. I don't think they're going to be able to get up there.
Yeah, especially those exit kills coming through. I think that sealed that fate. Assassin did manage to hold on to that Death Blossom. Hollow Earth close to a Blizzard. We'll see if those tools can help them to make a stand here on point C. They are going to go ahead and throw that Blizzard in first. Nice rock onto the Reinhardt, denying him any retreat. Lucio quickly dispatched up as well. And that is a nice start here for the defense. And Valor looking like they might get a chance here to get their feet planted.
Yeah, 3:45 left on the clock here. I mean, they've got all the time in the world. All they need to do is start building up some ultimates, and then we can have a very intense drive here to the finish of King's Row on the attack for No Sympathy here. But man, nice. Oh, that's a big take.
Nice, very huge pick there. And now, Hollow Earth out of the match. Big advantage here for the offense. Sound barrier thrown in. Gravitic Flux trying to counterpunch back. Defense trying to hold, but it does not work through the massive amount of health thanks to low bronze and a fantastic sound barrier. And now the members of Valor forced to back up, but oh, once again a great kite as they get the Earthshatter off and just kind of stall out this aggression a little bit. Nice pick onto the Honor. Earthshatter trying to come out from the other side, but he pays for it with his life. Will the follow be there, though? It did manage to get through. Dragons coming out on the side of the offense. Coalescence here for the defense as they are trading back and forth. All the while, this payload slowly inching towards finding resting place.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got Surfing Juggler here in the back line trying to create as much of a distraction as he can. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out. He does get out with that mobility. Man, that's big getting out of that really tough situation from them.
And a good job by Valor on the side of the defense to stop that momentum and come back in and retake this thing. Still 2:30 on the clock here for the offense. Not much to speak of in the ult department for either team. We do have a nano boost here for the attackers.
I mean, Tropic swapped over to the Doomfist and is already 93% to a Meteor Strike. Darkness is coming up on another Dragon.
That nano went onto that Doomfist, and he drops that Meteor Strike, lands right on the Reinhardt's head. Sound barrier just a touch late there on the side of Valor. Mines thrown out here for good measure. Blizzard in response as Valor's desperately trying to hold on here. And it looks like the trades are coming through for him. And of course, that's going to favor the defense. But No Sympathy not giving up on this attack just yet. Graphitic Flux had come out, but he gets taken down before he can lift him into the air. Little contest coming through from the Reaper. Oh, and it might have been enough. Both supports coming back in. Coalescence out on the side of Valor. Can they find the kills? Can they stop this assault? Hammonds on both sides. Sound barrier coming out from No Sympathy. Tropics finds a good pick onto the Moira. Takes out that healing. And a big charge taking out the counterpart Reinhardt as No Sympathy are just finding the picks one at a time. But Assassin! Assassin comes through the 4K, but he gets off point despite the fantastic ultimate. No Sympathy gets the 3rd point on the board.
Oh, man, that's such an unfortunate move out of that Death Blossom, jumping around, trying to avoid the damage, and he ends up C9ing. Oh, man.
Unfortunate turn of events. He definitely had the kills.
He had the kills. He had his Wraith available. He could have stalled so much longer. Oh, my goodness. That's heartbreaking.
That's a heartbreaking turn there for Valor.
Oh, okay. Well, now we get to turn our attention to the attack for Valor Glory. Pretty good time bank that they managed to whittle it down to, though. Really stalling out No Sympathy in the 3rd phase of that attack. So, man, what could have been there? That could have been a full hold because they had ultimates online coming into it, continue that defense. So, man, heartbreaker.
Yeah, crazy turn of events there on the back of King's Row. And now we got No Sympathy going on the defense, hoping that assault can get them the 2-0 lead here in this Tier 2 matchup. In that vein, they're bringing us a little Reaper Torbjorn. We got the hammer-wielding dwarf out here.
I mean, I love it. I also think that it keeps Afara in check if they decide to run it.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what they're thinking, is something to try to manage the skies. We are going to get Hanzo Mei coming out in the DPS department here, accompanying Reinhardt and Sigma for Valor as they're looking to push in on their attack. All right, looks like they're going to go upstairs. What's your plan here, Valor? What's your plan?
I think they kite around.
Yep, perhaps trying to take advantage of the high ground. They're going to throw a Mei wall down to kind of cover their tracks here, block off the incoming damage. Oh, but they're just getting chased. No Sympathy, taking it right to them. Nice rock coming through, but LTD on the Ana opens things up with first blood drawn on to the Hanzo of Valor, excuse me. And they are up on that high ground, sans Hanzo. They're going to have to drop down and close this gap.
Indeed. I mean, I think that good first engagement, though. I mean, full credit to No Sympathy on the defense here, though.
Absolutely. Coalescence coming out on Valor's side. Ladyheart finds the important pick, taking down his counterpart, big German friend. Oh, but Darkness trying to strike back, going into the back line. Oh, knocked down to 19 health, forced to Wraith form out. And I don't know if the defense quite has the staying power. It is an absolute slugfest on this objective. Gravitic Flux coming out on the side of No Sympathy. Nano boost onto Darkness. And that is a juiced up Reaper. So much damage coming out. Oh, and then here comes the Beyblade. The Death Blossom following it up. And with only one tick of progress, Valor set back to spawn at the hands of No Sympathy.
Yeah, 2 big exit kills there also from Surfy Juggler. But in the midst of that, Tropics with his Torb turret taking out 2 on the point.
Yeah, they were
he now almost has his Molten Core online. That was huge placement from him.
And a lot of credit there to Juggler on the Sigma. That was a well-timed Gravitic Flux to open that up for him. Now we got Darkness jumping off the top of Theater. Oh, he's right in the back of Reinhardt. He has no idea. His team, fortunately, able to run him off, but that means there's an Earth Shatter coming in from the other way. You got to watch your front line there, buddy. Otherwise, your whole team is just going to be lying around and unable to stop the damage coming in. As Clothar goes down here, and No Sympathy pushing the aggression forward, chasing Valor all the way out. Charge coming in from Daddy Heart. He's able to kind of fend off the aggression a little bit and give Valor a chance to come back into this thing. All right, Clothar going to drop the Gravitic Flux, see if they can open things up. Nice kill onto the Ana. And the primary source of healing gone here for the defense. Assassin finds himself one and quickly. 3 kills coming to the mix. Molten Core thrown in to try to save the point, but it's not going to be enough.
I think you want to keep that one. Just let them have the point. Keep it for the next engagement. Keep them to stall them out on the streets phase.
I anticipate a swap here.
You would think so.
And no, that doesn't look like. Okay, there it is.
There
it is.
There it is.
There it is. They do still have that Gravitic Flux online for Juggler. Nano boost here for the defense as well. On the other side, Valor's got Blizzard, Soul Barrier, Earth Shatter, and Dragons coming online. A lot of tools in the bank as they approach Bookstore here. Blizzard to open things up, and that is just going to, if anything, zone out. No Sympathy here as they run backwards. Earth Shatter coming out. Finds nothing but the shield of Tearjerker, though. And now Juggler responding back with another fantastic Gravitic Flux. But the heals are there. Both support ultimates used on the side of Valor. And the aggression from No Sympathy so far being caught. No kills coming through. In fact, it is Assassin finding the head of Low Bronze, or at least finding the shot onto Low Bronze. And this might be an opening here for the offense.
Absolutely, and you have really nothing in the bank other than a sound barrier to prevent the progress from Valor Glory here. So, man, you've got to play a little slow. You got to kite back. You got to use the environment to your advantage.
Death Blossom and Earth Shatter coming online. There's the Earth Shatter. Is he going to press Y? Darkness doesn't even feel like he needs to use that Death Blossom. Gets up one with the shotguns. And
oh, man,
this is scattered. Oh, my goodness. This is scattered across the map. Who's going to prevail? Assassin on one hand, trying to pick off the back line. Darkness in the back. Darkness gets taken down. You still have Tropics back there in the Tracer trying to wreak some havoc and does find the kill onto Daddy Heart. So no more Reinhardt for the attacking team. And obviously that'll make life difficult here. Pulse Bomb thrown onto the objective. Finds 2! Despite not getting the stick, he gets the goods. Follows it up with a nice headshot kill into Sam, and the defense of No Sympathy looking very strong here on point B.
Yep, minute 45 left in the time bank for Valor Glory to get it through the streets phase here in England. Man, you gotta hand it. I mean, that swap over to the Tracer, absolutely massive.
$1:30 on the clock. Clothar with Gravitic Flux in his pocket. Coalescence available for the attacking team as well. They're going to open up with the Flux. That finds several members, but Low Bronze right there with a perfect sound barrier. Death Blossom coming through now in response. That picks up 2. Well, 1 and a little help from Tearjerker there. Nevertheless, it's now a 3-man advantage for the defense. Scrimbucks gets taken out as well. And a very quick assault there on the side of No Sympathy.
Absolutely. Now, you do have a Shatter coming up online very soon. You've got Dragons. You've got another sound barrier for Scrimbucks. He's getting these at a rate of about 1 every fight and a half.
And No Sympathy taking a very aggressive stance here. They're not going to fall back around Bookstore. They're trying to hold this choke, and Survey Jiggler pays for that aggression. Low Bronze goes down as well. They do pick off Assassin, but Hollow Earth making a swap to a Junkrat, able to just sit in the window and launch all the spam damage down, clearing out the streets and making room for Valor to work.
Yep, and this is good play from the side from Valor Glory, just doing some swaps that needed to be done.
And did that with no ult usage. So coming in with quite a few in the bank here. We will get the contest on the back end of point B. Earth Shatter in the pocket. Nice early kill coming from Hollow Earth. And that's a good start here as they approach point B. But this is final fight. Valor's got to make it happen now or never here on King's Row. Dragons, Coalescence, all thrown into the mix. Darkness fading in, trying to counter-punch back, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. No, Focus Fire coming through for Valor, and they're going to buy themselves a little more time here on the clock and get that second point on the board.
Oh, man, that is a absolutely deadly rock coming from Clothar, stunning the Ana and then getting the exit kill on her. She is staggered late.
Now Ultimate's coming online here for the defense. A couple spent there for Valor. They're just going to have the Tire and the Sound Barrier here as they're looking to push this final corner. They do have some good positioning with Assassin up on the high ground. Here comes the Tire. Tire finds one. Low Bronze down. Nice follow-up kill as Tier2 had been whittled down to a speck of health. Assassin there to finish him off. And now Valor running this thing home, riding a full head of steam.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big snowball coming into the end here. You've got 3 ultimates online for the side from No Sympathy. Can they take care of it?
Sound Barrier coming out from the defense. Darkness just coming up with that Sound Barrier, with that Death Blossom! That's the one! Assassin there to finally finish him off, but I think that battle had been won. I don't know. It's 2v2 on this point. Valor's still trying to clutch this thing out, but they're up against a massive respawn disadvantage.
Oh, bringing out the monkey now. Tearjerker on the Winston. Absolutely going to be able to solidify this point. You've got 18 seconds left. I don't know if the... Oof. Winston v. Reinhardt. This could be very interesting.
Yeah, this is going to be tight. 8 seconds to touch. Can they get somebody back there? They got to get through the boops. They got to get through a Wrecking Ball. Who can touch? Coalescence out. Oh, the Earth Shatter will help with that. Just lay them all out. Coalescence there picking up the kill. And now, the aggression. It is time to go here for Valor. What can you do? What can you do, my friend? Show me what you got. Nano boost onto the Reinhardt of the defense. And he's just in there swinging away. But nevertheless, despite the damage mitigation, he goes down. The Ana goes down. Tropics falls as well. And it looks like we might just see this push through. Can the defense hold out despite the massive losses early in this fight? Mine's on the point. And a big slam there to stall things out. Sound Barrier on the side of the defense as well. The stall tactics really coming through. Darkness down to 60 health. But here comes the healing. Here comes the reinforcements. Oh, but Clothar, Assassin, Daddy Hard, all combining for kills, all lighting up the feed simultaneously. Sound Barrier thrown in for good measure. And Valor have got momentum on their side. They should be able to put this third point on the board.
Man, great plays coming from both sides there. Great stall tactics coming from No Sympathy, but it was too much aggression. Hollow Earth bringing out the bearded dwarf. The turret doing so much work in the back line. I was looking for a hammer kill, to be honest. I was expecting to see a hammer show up on my kill feed, but no, it did not happen. But that shatter at the very end coming out of Daddy Heart. Man.
Good
so,
stuff.
into overtime.
Good stuff. And that was such a clutch shatter. I mean, I didn't think they were going to be able to get past all the CC and even get into contest. And sure enough, he opens things up wide and manages to allow his team the room to work. And they get in and get that third point on the board. And now they've bought themselves hope for a draw here. But it is the best they can hope for.
Yes. But I mean, a draw is better than an L.
You damn right it is. You damn right it is.
So, I mean, I would have wanted to see maybe May come out. That's the only thing that I didn't see come out, walling them off before they were able to get into the point. I think if you would have brought the May out and thrown the wall up, they would have never been able to touch.
Well, speaking of, we will get the Ice Queen here on the defense as Valor looking to hold things off in extra innings, accompanied by a Reaper, and they're going to use the Rhine Sigma once again in the tank department. And look at this weird positioning. Defense holding in Hotel. All right, they're going to push up, get aggressive, try to hold it at the front choke. Wall coming up. Divides, but the lowered health on it, it gets damaged pretty quickly there. Nevertheless, it does not stop the aggression from No Sympathy. They're just going to storm right onto this thing. My goodness, look at the pressure coming out from this team. Tearjerker coming up with one. The tank line showing up. Tearjerker just in there having the time of his life. And this is going to be a 2-0 lead here for No Sympathy.
Look at the flex coming from Tearjerker. Yeah, big man, you absolutely earned that emote right there. My goodness, what a massive amount of pressure coming in. And I want to hand it over to a Low Brown. He took the Mei out of the equation after that initial wall. He was booping her away the entire time.
Fantastic stuff. Tank
Good
line.
plays coming from both sides. Tank line showing up. Come forth. So, as we go into halftime here, it is No Sympathy 2 and Valor Glory 0. We're heading into our next map after these messages.
Welcome back, my friends, to the Console Overwatch Multi-Tier Tournament, brought to you by CGL. My name's Bull Skunk, alongside Chef Billy here in this Tier 2 matchup, where Valor Glory down 0-2 to No Sympathy Academy here at the half. Billy, what could Valor do to bounce back in this map? It looks like we had some subs come in. You think that'll make a difference?
It could. We've got Man City coming in for the main tank on No Sympathy Tearjerker, and then Lago X Morphic is coming in for LTD. So tank change and a healer change for No Sympathy. No changes for the side of Valor Glory. So I think right now the tank line from No Sympathy is absolutely destroying the front line of Valor Glory. And the healing, my goodness, is so good.
And it's, I don't know if No Sympathy is just trying to give, their other main tank some room to work here, but it surprises me that they're the ones bringing in the subs.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
It looks like they were doing so good, I mean, clearly it wasn't a performance thing because, man, their main tank was on point.
Yeah, Tearjerker is absolutely putting on a Reinhardt clinic right now. Also showing a little bit of the Winston there for the stall tactics, doing quite well. So yeah, I mean, good stuff coming from both sides there. I thought it was going to be a close map, and they did not disappoint us.
No, both maps have been extremely close. This is definitely one of those instances where you can't let the score line fool you.
Absolutely, and we do have another substitute coming in. DXP Replays is coming in for Tropics on the DPS line. So we've got 3 swaps now for No Sympathy, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves into this next map after I get my lobby squared away, which I have now done, and we're going to go ahead and go in. So Horizon Lunar Colony, we have seen one of the fastest times today that you and I have seen in a long time. 5 minutes, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Coming from another tier 2 team. And I mean, man, that was just a fantastic match coming from, Neptune. I mean, they looked so much better than a tier 2 team. But as we look at this side now, I'd say the spam damage was really working to Valor Glory's advantage. They used the spam damage to very good effect. I think you stick with that.
Yeah.
Bring in another shield, though. I think you need the other shielding. Either do Ryan Orisa, Ryan Orisa, Sigma Orisa, because right now you're just getting bowled over, and the aggression coming from No Sympathy using the Lucio to perfection right now. They're speeding in. They're getting around walls, and they're taking the fight to Valor Glory. And Valor Glory so far has not been able to go ahead and get back up into the fight once they get punched in the mouth. So that's the big thing right now.
Well, we are going to get No Sympathy on the defense here in the blue jerseys. Bringing a little Orisa Sigma here, holding the high ground on this top left side. Typical spot. On the side of the offense, we're getting the Reaper Hanzo to put the damage down. It looks like they're listening, Billy. We're going to get that Reinhardt Sigma here on the side of Valor as they're looking to push it. And they're going to go through this low ground. I like that little path they took going down low by the Mega. Just going to kind of make their way onto the objective here. But no Sympathy right there to catch the aggression. A perfect rotation and a quick 3 kills here for the defense.
Yeah, that was an absolutely fantastic rotation coming from DXP replays, taking the high ground and then going to the back of the point. Also, Surfy Juggler with a massive rock eating away what was left of Daddy Heart's shield, and he was just slept and killed all within about a half second of each other. So big plays, big coordination coming from this No Sympathy team. You know, looking at the records, as we were talking about this, looking at the records, you wouldn't expect this result to be happening right now.
Right.
So either number one is just so much better than everybody else, or it was an off week for them. So No Sympathy coming in here right now with a chip on their shoulder and something to prove.
Well, and again, with these hero pools that we have, I mean, it's hard to tell, you know, if it's just a hero pool thing or if the team itself. We'll have to, only time will tell as we move further into this tournament. No Sympathy, just hold on the point. Valor with a big rotation coming in through the backside, trying to catch him from the back door here, but we got Bob coming out on the side of No Sympathy. Gravitic Flux thrown in as well, and it just makes him easy pickings for the giant Omnic.
Tire.
And then a tire just for good measure.
Do you need that tire? That's the one thing I'll ask. That's the one question I ask. Do you need it?
I think he had pulled the trigger on it before the Bob had come through, but I would have to agree. I mean, they threw a lot of ultimates at that one.
They did. Now, I mean, they survived for the most part. The coalescence coming from Sandbait. So, yeah. I mean, what I want to point your attention to right now, Hollow Earth on this Reaper is doing a lot of work despite not getting in the kill feed. He almost has his Death Blossom ready.
Clothar with the Gravitic Flux coming online as well. Once again, just very quickly making their way to the objective. And man, they're struggling to close the gap without losing members along the way. Clothar trying to throw his Flux in, but it gets interrupted, stunned right out of it. And now, with the help of a supercharger, it is going to be No Sympathy, lighting up the kill feed and holding strong here on the defense.
Now, good news is, and you got to find the silver lining here, with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the time bank, you've got Shatter, you've got Sound Barrier, you've almost got another Coalescence, and then you've got the Death Blossom. So, I mean, you've got a massive amount of ultimates and only really a... well, I mean, he's almost got his Gravitic Flux again. Oh, my gosh. Surfy Juggler's killing on the Sigma. You've got the Sound Barrier for low bronze ready to go.
That looks like Valor trying to pass the left side, but once again just struggling to get past all of the spam damage coming down and lose members before they even get a chance to get through. Can't even close the gap before they're at a disadvantage. And now with 30 seconds, they've got to wait for their Hanzo. Yeah.
They've got to wait. I mean, he hasn't even... has he even gotten a dragon? No, he has not.
Sir.
He's getting picked every time. He's the first pick every single time so far.
Nice sleep coming through onto Hollow Earth. 13 seconds on the clock. Valor, you got to get out of this little room. You've got to be decisive. You got to make something happen. Gravitic Flux coming out from the defense. Hollow Earth is going to go ahead and throw that Death Blossom in. Finds the Ash. Now trying to turn his attention to the Ana, but the Sound Barrier there from low bronze, and he can't quite whittle through all the health. Now they're trying to push onto the point here in the name of the attacking team and finding a couple of kills here late in the game. Can they make this thing happen in the Twilight Hour? Hollow Earth gets the kill onto Man City. And it looks like Valor might indeed come up with a big 3K coming through from Hollow Earth.
Oh.
That was close.
I can't breathe right now. That was so much going on. Hollow Earth absolutely showing his class there. Already 33% to another Death Blossom. He only got one. And they actually invested the Gravitic Flux into it. I think it may have actually helped them with their pathing. It lifted them up in the air. They were trying to move around. I think in coming down, they may have been thrown off that top shelf.
Oh, Clothar was trying to hunt down that Junkrat. They do get him. That's huge. He had the tire ready to go. Replays also has a Bob, but it's a two-man advantage here for the attacking team as they're looking to push in here. Coming through the far right side. Hollow Earth fading in, try to find some damage onto Replays. Gets it. Nice kill onto the DPS. Assassin coming up with an important pick as well. No more main tank standing here for No Sympathy on the side of the defense. Darkness doing his damnedest to jump around, try to find a safe spot to drop tire, but he trades out 2 for 2. And that will favor the defense here, of course, but their reinforcements are dwindling as well. We'll see if Hollow Earth and company on the side of the offense can take advantage. Oh no, Hollow Earth goes down. Clothar not far behind, and the defense will stand tall here on Horizon Lunar Colony.
They did get a point, though. They did get a permanent progress point, so only 2 points to take this take this to its completion. Man, Clothar is already 50% to another Primal Rage. He actually used his Primal Rage to take the bomb off the point that was able to contest, so that's what actually got them their first tick of progress.
Both DPS ults will be available here in this fight for Valor. They're coming back in, see if they can pick up that other 2/3 of that objective. Hollow Earth dropping right into the back line, just narrowly dodges a fist coming out from the other side, and that leaves him room to drop his Death Blossom, but he gets taken out. Supercharger there, shield in a perfect position there for Man City, who then gets the nano boost from Lago, a dying Wish as she gets taken out by those dragons. But that allows Man City to put some hurt down onto the Hammond. Good Hulk coming through to try to help clean this up. Mace swap coming from Darkness to help slow things down. And the Sound Barrier used from Low Bronze as this has devolved into a 4v4 here on this objective. Clothar is going to go ahead and invest that Primal Rage into the battle, but Surfy Juggler is going to get the kill onto the Hanzo. So now putting all of their eggs in the Hollow Earth basket, and he gets taken out too. No more DPS left standing here for Valor, and they've got to reset and get one more last good attack here.
Yeah, I think they've got one more chance. Oh my goodness, that Maywall denying the exit for Sambait, getting taken out. 27 seconds left on the clock. You've got almost 2 points. I mean, they were doing so well there. It's just it's hit or miss. Hit or miss. One strike here or there, and this could be already done.
Fantastic play coming out from the defense. Lago's going to go ahead and swap over to that Moira, but that play on the Ana really saved them, I think, in that one. All right. Here we go. Sound Barrier online. It's the only thing Valor has to work with, and they're going to use it right out of the gate. Let's see if they can be decisive. See if they can find these kills. May coming through, slowing down that offense, and the shield of the attacking team whittled low, but Daddy Heart does pick off the Reese on the other side. Nevertheless, here comes the Earth Shatter. Surfy Juggler combined with a Blizzard, and they're going to make life very tough here on Valor. Just the stall characters of Lucio and Wrecking Ball left on this point. Overtime Wick is burning. Lucio drops, and Hammond just has no room to work. Foregone conclusion there, and 1 point is all Valor is going to be able to get here on Horizon.
Even had he touched the point there, and he was so close to touching it there, he would have been instantly lasered down by the focus fire from No Sympathy. So, I mean, man, 58.4% of permanent progress, though. So a 1.5, we'll call it. So, I mean, we're on match point right now, ladies and gentlemen. No Sympathy up 2-0 here. Should they get 58.5% on the second point, they will go ahead and secure the match win here in week 2 of the multi-tier tournament here at CGL Season 7. Man, Bull Skunk, I mean, the brawls that we've seen today, it's just hit or miss. And I mean, Valor Glory shouldn't be ticked at all because, I mean, they've won a lot of these. It's just one fight here or there. That's the big difference between all these maps right now, is that they're just that one little step behind, or that one saving grace behind.
And I think it's just small compositional things as well. I felt like Lago was doing a lot of work on that Ana, like I mentioned, and then they brought out that May there at the end there for No Sympathy, and that went a long way in helping control that objective. Big swaps coming out from Darkness.
Did you see how fast he got that Blizzard?
Yeah.
Big time, big brain plays coming from Darkness. I mean, just crazy stuff. So Symmetristat going to come out from the side of No Sympathy.
Yeah, we've seen mixed results here on this strategy as they're trying to get the teleporter up onto the objective. Doesn't look like Darkness was quite able to get it off, though. All right, now he's coming in. Second attempt. All right, that one actually lands, but he's got to get through this Junkrat of Hollow Earth. Meanwhile, it looked like the team got split a little bit. Okay, Valor making it onto the objective, but they lose their Junkrat in the process. And yet, one of the members of No Sympathy just caught. Now Valor moving on. Hollow Earth coming up big on the Junkrat, finding himself 3 big picks. Denying this space. He's like, get out of my climbing gym. What are you doing here?
There's another one. So 5K for him.
Yeah.
In the So big plays from Hollow Earth, showing up big here in space. Man, I mean, let's take a look at what's going on. He's almost got a tire online already.
DPS swaps coming out from No Sympathy, and I like this. We've seen teams kind of try to get too stubborn on the Symmetra. No Sympathy's just going to go ahead and swap immediately to the Junkrat, Ash. Ash to cover this distance. Junkrat for that spam damage. Here comes the tire from the other side, though. That tire's going to find Man City, who was looping around all the way to the back. What a great pick. Darkness answering back does take him out. We'll see if No Sympathy's going to choose to elect in here. Okay, replays. They are going to go ahead and push in. Coalescence thrown in to try to help with the aggression, and it looked like a good call as they find 2 kills, and they're going to get progress started. Should get a point on the board.
Absolutely, just a very coordinated attack there. Even being down a player, 5 minutes, 15 seconds. This is almost, I mean, it's not nearly as fast as what we saw earlier, but because they ended with 5:05, but still massive time bank here to get 58.5% on the board and take the match win here in our second week of the season.
Good news for Valor is because the DPS swaps, they don't have the ults to snowball, I don't think, but we'll see if they can win it in the mid-fight. In fact, Juggler's going to go ahead and open things up with a nice kill onto Sam, and that's, man, a lot of sustain just missing here for the defense. Hollow Earth looking to answer back, does find a kill as he's up on that high ground, raining down damage. We did have the nano boost thrown onto that Reinhardt as well, try to help him survive the gravitic flux coming out from the other side. Clothar does emerge victorious with his duel with Man City, and I think Valor will have a chance to hold on.
Yep, definite time for a reset here. Exit kill coming out onto LeBron, so yeah, definitely want to get back to spawn. Get your ducks lined up in a row. As we saw earlier with such a massive time bank, all it's going to be is a Y fest if they choose to do it that way.
DXP opening things up. Nice kill there onto the Ana, finding the dome with the Viper. And now the aggression coming through from No Sympathy. That's going to yield them 1, but Assassin with the fadeaway headshot jumping off the ledge there. Killer play. Will it be enough, though, for the defense to hold on? As Billy has said, No Sympathy just needs 58% here to take the victory and the match, and they have got it. 3-0 to No Sympathy.
Once again, it was on the back of a first pick from the tank line that absolutely secured that for them. Big plays, big sound barrier coming out in the end to keep his team topped up. And I mean, it's just dirty coming from No Sympathy right now. They take the match win 3-0. We'll be back with Havana after these few messages.
Welcome back, my friends, to the Console Overwatch multi-tier tournament. My name's Bull Skunk, alongside Chef Billy, bringing you all the action here in this Tier 2 matchup between Valor Glory and No Sympathy Academy. No Sympathy up 2-0 here, or 3-0, excuse me, after 3 maps, and they have taken the match win, but this is a full 4-map set. Valor Glory looking to get that goose egg off the board and kind of minimize that map differential. Billy, we get some swaps heading into map 4?
Let's see. I did not have any. Let's see. I put no swaps
subs. No subs, so no changes from either team. Kind of surprises me a little bit.
Yep.
So far, I think the tank line and No Sympathy, I mean, whichever main tank they're choosing to bring in, looking super strong, and I think the real difference maker here so far. We will be heading to Havana for our escort map this evening. Round things off.
Oh, it's been such a good match. It's been such a great match tonight. I mean, the scoreline does not belie the action that we've seen so far. It's literally, we keep saying this over and over, but it's literally a fight here, a fight there. Maybe a little bit of a snowball there coming into the second point of Horizon Lunar Colony, but for the most part, it's been just touch and go here and there. Old management on both sides, absolutely huge. DPS coming out very big as well. I think that the tank line from No Sympathy right now, though, Tearjerker, I gave you a little grief in the match chat while we were communicating earlier. You have absolutely shown up as the Alpha Rhine, so I will go ahead and give that to you. Here's your star.
Well, and Man City coming through and filling that role very well indeed. So it just seems to seem whatever main tank they throw out there. Forgive me, I'll spit it out eventually. Whatever main tank No Sympathy seems to put out there is doing the job and making a lot of room for them to work here.
Good stuff.
Now we do have Valor going on the defense once again in the blue jersey, starting things off and taking a very aggressive stance, as we have seen all night from teams here on Havana. It is Man City finding first blood though, and that's going to force the members of Valor to back up and try to retreat and regroup a little bit. Clothar cannot find his escape, and this is going to be an early advantage here on the side of No Sympathy.
Big progress coming right now. I mean, the early pick onto low bronze by Man City on this the sub coming in and doing a lot of work. So yeah, I mean, already around the corner here. This is going to be really interesting to see what kind of a fight shapes up here. You got to look at the DPS battle as well. DXP replays on the Ash is absolutely just peppering them with dynamite in the back.
Yeah, I think No Sympathy putting some aggression on, trying to keep them off kilter here a little bit. But Clostar, goes down before he has a chance to use his Earth Shatter. The Nano Boost coming through on the opposite Reinhardt, and he puts a lot of damage down. Replays, getting the final blow on not one but two people there. And, follows it up with a nice shot. Replays just landing him true. Looking for more, takes out the Zarya as well, takes out the Lucio! Replays! 5K coming through on the Ash.
DXP, come forth, young man. You are absolutely shredding with the Viper right now, my friend.
Oh, yeah, that was just pure aim. Nothing else to it, just landing those shots. And now,
you know, when he started that, he was on 26% ultimate charge. Now he's on 93 and almost available with the Bob.
But they've also got both tank ultimates, dragons in the pocket, but on the other side, Valor with a few to work with as well. Here comes the tower out, the tire out from the defense, Mines out from the offense, and both the tire and Hollowworth get taken out. Grant 18-8 coming from lag. Finish off that tire, deny the value, and now advantage, No Sympathy. Dragons out, pushing forward. Hart running for his life. I don't know that he's gonna be able to escape down there.
Nah.
Nope, does not make it out. And the rest of No Sympathy keeping that pressure on. Hollowworth making a swap over to the Tory Lord, trying to get back into this thing. Earth Shatter coming out on the side of the offense, and once again, Closer goes down, holding his ultimate. Bob on the field as well, and this will be 2 points on the board for No Sympathy in a lightning fast time.
Yeah, and look at Surfy Juggler up there, just absolutely creating havoc in the back line of Valor. Oh my gosh, headshot from darkness. Good God, young man, you are laser accurate right now.
Yeah, I think Assassin tried to stop and take a breath, and you weren't out of danger yet, my friend. Darkness right there, following him with those arrows. Now No Sympathy looking to gain ground here as they approach Fortress, holding this corner. There goes the Mines right on top of the front line. Bubble there to help Clothar as he swings around and manages to take out the rest. But in the end, Man City chases him down. The Coalescence not enough to keep him topped off. Oh, and Sammy gets just slammed and eats an arrow. Taken out of Coalescence. Big opportunity here for the offense to push in.
Absolutely, and in the interim, Hollower swapping off the Junkrat and going over to Torbjorn. That turret was doing a lot of work in helping take down Surfy Juggler on the Wrecking Ball, but not enough right now. This aggression coming from No Sympathy, oh my goodness, it's great. I mean, you love to see it. You love to see them not be passive.
And Lago putting yet another nano boost onto the Reinhardt, who goes run in. Oh, but Man City started to back out. Graviton Surge denying his retreat. And they do pick up that important kill. Darkness answering right back, though. Finds the headshot onto Scrimbucks, but they have no Reinhardt. I can't help but feel we got to get a reset out of No Sympathy here. Although we've seen him clutch in this situation before. They're going to throw dragons in to try to help. That does get the Molten Core out of Hollow Earth. And I think at the very least, that in of itself is a victory. But eventually the reset does come through here on the attacking team.
Yeah, but they didn't get any backwards progress. No Sympathy never really disengaged from and actually keeping a little bit of progress moving forward.
Yeah, it was a bit of a soft reset. They do lose Hammond here as they come back in to re-engage. Nice sleep onto Assassin there, who was juiced up and ready to put some hurt down. But Man City, a little disconnected from his team, just gets wiped out. And the defense finally making a good stance here on point C.
Yep, 3-pack, almost 4-pack of ults, 5-pack. Okay, never mind. They almost have all their ults again. No Sympathy, but you've got almost 3 online for for the side from Valor Glory. So, I mean, this could be a very nice little engagement here. As we look at it, you know, you don't have anything in the tank for a defensive ult, though. That is the big worry that I have for Valor Glory right now.
They've got to get aggressive. They got to be decisive with these two ultimates, getting a combo here. Oh! Assassin finds one. There comes the Shatter, but it's on the side of No Sympathy. And Clothar, once again, man, you can't take that Earth Shatter with you. Why is he holding on to that Shatter so long? No Sympathy not giving him any room to work. He doesn't feel like he has any openings. And now, it is No Sympathy in full command of the Fortress. 3 points on the board, 2:24 in the time bank.
Darkness on this Hanzo right now, and I also want to put it out to DXP replays. My goodness, the DPS combo right now of those two players, absolutely clicking heads. There was nothing that they could do wrong there coming into the Fortress over the embattlements here. That little soft reset, you know, we call it a soft reset because, you know, we think, you know, to fully pull out and kite back to the rest of your team and just go again. Nah, they played and used the architecture of this map to full effect and actually kept themselves safe. And, you know, they had a healer with them. So they were topped up. They actually let their shields get recharged. And that was the impetus for them to be able to push in and just take the point. And take it, they did. I mean, they took it. They weren't taking no for an answer. 2:24 left in the time bank after capturing point 3 there. Man, Bullskunk, I'm floored by what I'm seeing from No Sympathy today.
Yeah, absolutely on fire. That team is as they're going on the defense here, looking to close this thing out with a clean 4-0 sweep. In that vein, looks like they're bringing us a little Reinhardt Sigma here on the defense. Ash and Junkrat put the hurt down. More Ana keep the team alive. And it looks like they're taking a more conservative approach. Well, I say that. Man City looks like he can't decide whether he wants to go up and attack the door or hold back and hold corner. All right, looks like they are going to attack the door and get aggressive here.
I like this call. I love this call.
We do have Hollowworth on the far, coming out from the attacking team, and Assassin on the Hanzo. Finding the quick headshot and taking the Ana down on the other side. Nice shooting coming from Hollowworth. Eliminates low bronze as well, and there's no more healers standing here for No Sympathy. They're trying to run for their lives. Oh, but there's too much damage coming through. Fantastic start here for Valor on the offense.
I love to see the tenacity coming from a team that's down 0-3. Man, they're showing some heart right now, and I'm loving every single minute of it. And let me tell you what, Scrimbucks on the Ana is landing massive anti-nades into the back line or into the front line of No Sympathy here, and they're cleaning up. They are focus firing down real hard here. So I think that DXP's got to really focus on this pharmacy combo because they're just shooting for the skies right now and nothing's being done.
Big duel going on the front line between the two Reinhardts. Nice anti coming in onto Clothar, and he's forced to drop back and then gets taken out as the members of No Sympathy do a great job of surrounding him and not giving him any room to breathe. And now it is going to be No Sympathy pushing the aggression all the way back to the spawn and not allowing the same kind of soft reset we saw from No Sympathy's attack.
And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to just get back. But the aggression, once again, the aggression coming from No Sympathy is what the big difference with this whole map, the whole match tonight is that they're just that little bit more bloodthirsty. I think that's the word I want to use is bloodthirsty.
I think that's a perfect description for it. Now, the attacking team does have a host of ultimates coming online, including that Barrage Earthshatter in the pocket as well. Valkyrie used early as they're trying to push through here. Nice sleep onto Ana, and then she eats the direct 2-man, 3-man advantage here for the attacking team. Doesn't even look like they're going to have to use any more ultimates past that Valk.
I mean, that was great focus fire. The sleep was huge from Scrimbucks. I mean, this is the first time we've seen him on the Ana tonight, too, so where's the Ana been at all night? That's my big question. If you're that good with her and sleeping people out of nowhere, where has it been all night? That's my question.
They're just here to show us their grit, to try to prove the quality of their character here on the side of Valor. And I think that heart is the most important quality. More than mechanics, more than game sense, you gotta have heart. Here comes the dueling Reinhardts, both just powered up, swinging on each other with nanos. And it is gonna be Man City emerging victorious from that important duel. And No Sympathy are gonna regain control here on the back of point A.
Absolutely, and big res coming out from low bronze, swapping off the Lucio and going over to the Mercy. I think that's a big big brain play, having the res available. I think they want to stall it here.
Yeah.
They had it to within almost a meter, just 1 meter.
And now just 60 seconds on the clock for the attacking team. Still got both DPS ults in their pocket, but they used that Graviton Surge without much follow-up there in that last engagement. We'll see how they choose to initiate. Hey, Assassin! Getting a good headshot. That's one way to start a fight. And now the tank line is whittled super low here for No Sympathy, and the Dragon's finishing off Surfy Juggler. Oh, Man City was just jumping for his life there with his 1 health. Assassin runs up, palms him in the face with a nice karate chop. Oh, but Replay's, it is certainly not done yet. Replay's putting this team on his back. Puts the damage into Hollow Earth, who eventually just misclicks a rocket and kills himself. But it was Replays on the Ash, and now just 20 seconds on the clock here for the attacking team.
Oh my! I don't think my heart can handle another one of these just back-breaking battles that is going to come to fruition here.
Last attack.
Does have that shadow.
Potentially last attack of the entire match, unless Valor can turn this thing around right here, right now. Sleep onto the Reinhardt. And they've got to take it down. That's the opening for the Shatter. Shatter lands true onto the 3 members of the defense. Oh, and the kills lighten up. Nice fire strike. Nano boost onto the giant German just for good measure. And Valor will live to fight another day.
Man, whew, that was a very tense battle there. I thought it was going to turn the other way with DXP Replays. Once again, showing this class on the Ash, using the Viper to lethal effect. But 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on the clock being added for getting it into the distillery here, and it looks like the ult battle is going to be in the favor of No Sympathy here in the distillery.
But Hollow Earth making the swap over to the Tracer and putting her to good use immediately. Picks that first kill already halfway towards a Pulse Bomb. We do have that Urshot on the other side. Nano boost onto the Reinhardt as he goes in, swinging for the fences. Not a care in the world, but he better watch out because there's a Graviton Surge. Dragons in his face! An Assassin with the huge combo coming through from Valor.
Oof.
These guys aren't going down without a fight, Billy.
No, they are not, and I'm absolutely loving the aggression now. They are just pouring forward. I mean, what else have they got to lose for match day today? I love seeing this. I love seeing the hyper aggression coming out.
Hollow Earth trying to go challenge the Ash on the high ground, but Replays already picked off the Moira, eliminating a lot of sustain there on the side of the offense. Reinhardt drops it as well, and this is going to be a quick reset coming out. What a fantastic retake there from No Sympathy.
Yeah, I mean, that was textbook.
And now they're chasing them all the way out.
I mean, I also like to see that.
60 seconds on the clock. Once again, Valor with their backs against the wall. Can they come in and make another miraculous attack here on the end of point B? Earth Shatter in their pocket, but not much else to work with. Coalescence there as well. But they got to watch out for Earth Shatter on the other side, as well as that Bob. All right, they're going to come in through high ground. Coalescence coming out on the side of the defense. On the side of the offense, excuse me, as they come in with a top rope Shatter. It lands good. Shatter coming out from the other side. Finds the Moira. Will it be enough? Darkness picking up 2 kills. Assassin striking back with 2 of his own, though. And Valor, man, you get their backs against the wall, and these guys come out just strong. Looking vicious here on Havana. They want they want those 3 points on the board, and you can just see it in everything they do.
Yes, they do, and I'm so happy to see the heart from Valor right now. They get that second point on the board, so now 1.5 minutes to get it all the way through, gentlemen and ladies.
Never give up and never surrender.
Nope.
Dragons all online. Nano boost as well here for Valor. Nothing yet, but Sound Barrier and Gravitic Flux coming online for the defense here. Valor pushing around through the back of the small stills there. So far, just a little poking and prodding going on here at the entrance of Fortress. Good ante. Comes on to Man City there, but DXP sitting on the high ground, finds the shots, and he's just waiting for the members of Valor to get around the little tower there. Oh, or just to get lifted up by the Sigma! Surfy Juggler with a big ultimate. Replays able to put some shots in, ensuring their demise, and the defense and No Sympathy. Man, they just planted their feet here on point C.
Yep, and now Darkness swapping over to the Reaper. to get a little bit more tank busting action, because right now the tank line is just destroying No Sympathy's front line right now.
Nice swap to the May, and the May wall coming out early. And that allowed Clothar to close the distance, and despite, he does find 2. He was nano boosted, but runs into a bunch of bullets coming out from the Reaper there in the name of Darkness. And then that just, it's No Sympathy's time to counterpunch back. They got that kill, put the pressure on, seconds dwindling down. Valor, once again, backs against the wall. Sound barrier coming out on the side of the defense. Oh, Clothar goes down early this time. I don't know if they can make Lightning Strike a third time. Graviton Surge, combo coming out, but the Death Blossom there. Assassin does pick up 2. Wicked's burning down. Somebody touch. Oh, he was so close. He was so close.
Ah!
What a finish.
My goodness.
What a finish.
Somebody give me a cocktail, because I am absolutely cooked.
Put a fork in him, he's done.
I'm done.
And unfortunately for them, so is Valor here in this match, dropping the series 0-4 to No Sympathy Academy. But man, they made them work for it. They really, really made them work for it.
Oh man, that was just absolutely fantastic coming from both sides. I thoroughly enjoyed this match, ladies and gentlemen. So, recapping our match here, I mean, it is a 4-0 win for No Sympathy. However, looking at what we saw come from both teams there, big heart. I absolutely freaking love this because this is why we cast.
Yes,
This is why we cast. The heart, the passion, the never give up attitude.
That's the
mad
stuff.
respect to both teams right
That's
there.
the
Mad
stuff.
respect. Ooh, my blood is racing. I'm like, my face is red. Like I was that excited.
I was on my feet, Billy. I was on my feet. There's a reason I can't use a stationary mic to do this thing, I was absolutely on my feet that entire map. Holy cow, what a performance from both sides. No Sympathy, though, emerging with a 4-0 clean sweep. But I stand by what I said. The most important aspect in any player or team has got to be that grit. If you have the mechanics and you have the coordination, but you don't have the heart, man, the moment you get shook, it's all going to fall apart. And, I mean, despite the 0-4 deficit, Valor never looked shook.
Nah, never. They fought in every single engagement. I'm like I said, I'm super impressed with this team. I absolutely thought it was fantastic. I think the heart shown by them today, big amount of love coming from the Belled Canadian here. I'm sure from you as well, my friend, because this was just absolutely a brilliant match in every sense of the word.
A brilliant match. An absolutely brilliant match, and it was a pleasure and a privilege to bring it for you here today, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, enjoying some console Overwatch.
MVP. We forgot the MVP.
For sure,
MVP.
for sure, for sure. Well,
you go first.
My vote is going to be Darkness here. Just bringing out the right picks at the right time, making some key swaps, and being a big difference maker here for No Sympathy. I mean, shoot, that's replays really showed up in that last map. So honorable mention to replays, especially with that single-handed hold on the Ash.
Yeah. Man, I'm going to give it to. I usually don't do this. I'm going to go ahead and give it to the tank line of No Sympathy. You and I are both main tanks. I'm a flex tank, but we both put our time in on the tank line, and let me tell you, that was a very dominant performance coming from the three tanks. Not to take Man City out of any kind of due consideration here, because he showed up and really filled in Tier Jerker's shoes very well indeed. So I'm super impressed by the tank line. That's my MVP for the match.
I can't blame
just want to say, I have to throw this out there because I'm looking at it, and my friend, you're at 991. Our guy here, Bullskunk, is almost to 1,000 followers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud of him. He and I have been casting for a few months, really just hitting it hard, and I couldn't be prouder of you, my friend.
Thank you so much, and a massive thank you to the whole community. Couldn't do it without
Love you guys.
Couldn't do it without any of you. Dude, Billy, I wouldn't be here without you, man. You have just been a star performer here day in and day out here through the multi-tier tournament, and I look forward to casting a lot more matches with you.
Yeah, I mean, the feeling is very mutual, and I just had to embarrass you because it's a big milestone, and
It
you
is.
deserve it, man. You deserve it.
Thank you so much, and a big
And we
thank you
love the
once
community.
again. Oh, look, yeah, could not do without you here in this awesome console Overwatch community. So much love and so much support. That's what makes this all worthwhile, and that's why we do what we do here every day.
Absolutely, it's been an awesome 2 weeks so far.
Well, with that, we will go ahead and bid you adieu. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with us tonight. Once again, No Sympathy emerging with a clean 4-0 sweep over Valor Glory here in this Tier 2 matchup. Well, y'all remember to wash your hands. Let's flatline this curve. Let's get rid of this virus. And as always, look out for each other in game and out. Have a great night, everybody.
Love you guys.